America has a drone problem and no one seems to be in charge, Rebecca Grant writes. You can now see what's happening on Fox News. President-elect Donald Trump wants to create an Iron Dome missile shield over the United States, and he should. I can't believe we don't have one yet. But what about the drones flying underneath this? Mystery drone sightings all over the country. Can this really be happening without the government's knowledge? And she says, I don't think so. Let the public know and now, otherwise shoot them down. This is what Donald Trump wrote on Friday on Truth Social. Could not agree more, except please don't get your shotgun out of the closet and start shooting around for boxes with boxes of shells. It's illegal to interfere with any aircraft in flight, manned or unmanned. Maybe it's deer season where you live, but alas, it is never done. It's never drone season. Right now, statutes limit even the military's ability to intercept drones in the United States. America's got a drone problem. Some are actually airplanes, some drones are legal and no threat to you and me. Some are flown by drug cartels dropping off fentanyl in Santiago. General Greg Gillo, commander of U.S. North Command, told the Senate more than 1,000 drones per month cross the southern border. Other drones belonging to the police or to military. And don't forget New York PD. NYPD has 110 drone operators qualified by the FAA. I also expect some of the drone sightings connect to military experiments and operations. But without questions, the U.S. is vulnerable to a national security threat from drones in a way we've never experienced before. While U.S. military installations have anti-drone systems, the rest of the country does not. A new plan for countering drones in the U.S. airspace should be top priority for President-elect Donald Trump, incoming cabinet, Homeland Security, Defense, and Transportation with the FAA. Find a conference table at Mar-a-Lago and get a key cabinet nominees, Kristi Noem, Pete Hegseth, and Sean Duffy started now. What worries me is the pattern emerging of sightings of multiple drones operating at low altitude with persistent and coordinated overwatch near military bases and critical infrastructures. Of course, New Jersey has a lot of cool stuff. The aircraft carrier electromagnetic catapult test infrastructure, Picatinny Arsenal, naval weapons site Earl, which stores and loads munitions for the Navy's Atlantic Fleet. While New Jersey sightings date from November 20th, drone incidents started years ago. Back in 2017, an Air Force F-22 Raptor stealth fighter encountered a drone over a runway while landing at Langley Air Force Base in Virginia. Yeah, I can see why the Chinese might want a close-up view of the engine intakes and stealth panel seals on that. In California, drones regularly drop inside the fences at the sprawling factories in Palmdale that build top-secret military planes like the B-21 stealth bomber. It's a stew of attempted surveillance, whether by military aircraft aficionados or the Chinese or somebody else. Some of it, I'm pretty sure, is our adversaries. Why wouldn't they? Senator Mark Kelly, Democrat, Arizona, commented to Breaking Defense at the Reagan National Defense Forum December 7. Here are my 4 biggest concerns. The White House cannot be trusted. It doesn't feel like the last gasp Biden White House is working the problem. Ever since the Chinese spy balloon traipsed from Montana to South Carolina in 2023, Americans have realized that our skies are not always safe. We are a low-trust society. The lack of transparency is almost worse than the drones. America's skies are not defended against internal threats. At the heart of the drone mystery is a very disturbing problem. We do not defend the interior airspace of our vast nation. That was apparent on 9/11 when it took 175 Air Force fighter jets launched all over the nation with their air refueling tankers to patch together linked interior radar coverage and communications. Many improvements have been made, but the 2023 spy balloon intercept took effort, and the drone challenge is a wide new chapter. No one is in charge. This is a job for Northcom, but at this time Northcom does not have a formal role in defending against UAS, Guillot said in March. He's making proposals to see if there's an increased role in the UAS fight. Mind you, Northcom is busy defending against China and Russia in the high north and upgrading West Coast missile defense. The Pentagon signed off a counter-US UAS strategy on December 2nd, and the defense bill for fiscal year 2025 helps, but a lot of that is focused on overseas operations. Putin may be involved. On Friday, German officials confirmed drone operations around the US airbase at Rheinstein in Germany. In Britain, drones were sighted over Royal Air Force bases where the US stations F-35s and keeps nuclear weapon storage sites. Villagers at Beck Row, Suffolk, had the same shocked reaction as New Jersey. They were really noisy and had lights, they said. They took officials to be honest. They looked official to be honest, villager Kasim Campbell told BBC on November 29. You get more information off Facebook than you do the base, gripped another resident. Both German and British officials suspect the drones may be part of an ongoing Russian espionage and disruption campaign to weaken NATO support for Ukraine. I don't want any of Putin's drones here. Time for the Trump team to figure this out. Fortunately, the U.S. is awash in counter-drone systems. The Coyote is a counter-drone rocket launched from a tube on a truck or helicopter. The drone hunter throws a net over drones weighing several hundred pounds and has been tried out in Ukraine. U.S. Army AH-64 Apache helicopter shot down drones with Hellfire missiles during the exercise in Saudi Arabia this fall. Another great method is electronic disruption of the drone's flight controls and guidance. The list goes on, but none of it can work without coordinated surveillance and revamped command and control authorities. America's drone problem comes down to this: leadership. Big decisions need to be made within the first few months of Trump's new term. For us, citizens in New Jersey will agree, we are out of time. This is from Fox News on DNYUZ. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.